10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Champions! Wrexham are promoted. They have their storybook ending.
You can walk through the fire. You can walk through the fire. When it's down to the wire. You can walk through the fire.
Howdy, y'all. Welcome to the Wrexham Texan. My name is Jay Green. Thank y'all so much for tuning in for this repeat episode. So last week we shot this episode and something happened with the audio. I was completely unaware. No one told me. And a commenter on YouTube had to tell me that the audio was unbearable. I guess we had internet issues wherever I was, which was crazy because I was in a music studio. You wouldn't think there'd be internet issues at a place that basically requires internet to function. So anyway, I think we're back up and running. I think it's sounding okay. If it's not, please let me know in the chat. That would be extremely helpful. I'm up in Montana right now. If you can't tell, I'm in my van. My built out van while I'm building my house up here. And yeah, so even the internet up here seems better than what we had last week. But yeah, y'all, it's probably not going to be the longest show today. It's last week I really went into everything that I wanted to hit on. This week, I'm extremely tired. I've been in a Tyvek suit all day, spray foaming the interior of my house. I sweat. I mean, it's 45 degrees outside, Fahrenheit, and I sweat like 2 gallons of water or 2 gallons of sweat. So I'm wiped, but really wanted to get this episode out. Really wanted to talk about the awards that I came up with for this season. So, before we do that, I would like to say, I think this is something I touched on a little bit last week. It's very strange first of all, I've never just picked up a club before. I've never picked up a team for no reason other than because I wanted to. Every single one of the teams I follow up until Wrexham were related to me in some way, shape, or form. Most of them were from my hometown of Dallas, Texas. So I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan, Texas Rangers fan, Dallas Mavericks fan, Dallas Stars fan. I am a huge Texas A&M fan, and that's because my dad went there, and we grew up going to those football games and basketball games. And then my mom was a huge North Carolina fan, so I was kind of a fan of them for a long time. And I just always really wanted a soccer team, a football team to follow. And it never took. It never stuck around. I would always, specifically in the Premier League, in the EFL, that's where I really wanted a team. And I would always follow teams like Everton, who had Tim Howard, or in any number of American players that played for those teams. And as soon as those players left that team, I would stop caring. I didn't feel attached or connected in any way, shape, or form. I just was following them because of who was playing for them, which American was playing for them. And that went on for like 2 decades. And then, being a documentary filmmaker myself, I got really excited about Welcome to Wrexham. And that was it. Like, first episode, I was in. Wrexham was going to be my team to follow. I had no idea that 3 years later we'd be in the championship. Kind of thought we'd toil around a little bit in the National League and League Two for a little while. But hey, that didn't happen. And now we're going up to the championship, and it feels great, but it also feels kind of strange. It feels unfamiliar, and I'm not used to winning. It's kind of unsettling. The Texas Rangers won the World Series 2 years ago, but before that, the Mavericks won the NBA championship in 2011. Before that, the Stars in 1999, and before that, the Cowboys in 1995. So, needless to say, we've not won. None of my teams have won any championships in the past 10 years, minus the Texas Rangers. And they've only won once. So, to be a supporter of a team that is doing so well and winning and getting promoted repeatedly is pretty incredible. And what's even more incredible is how quickly so many people from Wrexham, from the town of Wrexham, like reached out or got in touch with me or commented on videos or what have you. And were extremely kind and were very welcoming and didn't, I don't know, it would make sense for there to be some protective attitude about your squad and kind of get upset by bandwagoners just hopping on board. But man, I did not get that from anybody in that town. And, soon enough, I'm going to be visiting there, and I'm very excited about that. But I very much appreciate the hospitality of the folks from Wrexham. And I cannot wait to meet a bunch of y'all in person. And yeah, it's just been a heck of a 3 years. And, my wife's obsessed with them now, and she's obsessed with the team as well. And so, yeah, every Saturday morning we sit down and we watch the Wrexham games. So, yeah, it's just been wonderful. So, thank y'all for everything. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for being okay with a doofus American talking about the sport that y'all love, because I love it too. All right, let's get into some awards. All right, the first one we're going to do is the best transfer / loan to the newbie who may or may not stay. I think all these newbies are staying, just FYI. And I realized last week that I had messed up the silver and the bronze in this visual, and I didn't fix them. So the silver is still third place and the bronze is still second place. So apologies for that. In third place for best transfer / loan, we have George Dobson. Dude crushed it for us this year. I thought he was incredibly stable at there in the center of the field, and he is aggressive, which I like. I mean, he got some completely unneeded yellow cards at certain points in time. But he's aggressive, but he also can handle the ball extremely well and plays it where it needs to go. So he was always going to be in the running for best transfer. But he came in third this time. So kudos, George Dobson. Next up, coming in at number 2 is Sam Smith. He came in halfway through the season. I was not sold on him until the last, 10 games, last quarter of the season, maybe, is when I really was like, okay, this guy can play. And I'm excited to have him here. And then, the last 3 games, he absolutely dominated for us. Hang on a second. Stop that. My dog's over there making noise. Yeah, now I'm a huge fan of Sam Smith. I mean, sometimes it's kind of bittersweet to see people take the place of players that you think probably deserve, or you think deserve to be in those spots. Like just Ollie Palmer and Paul Mullen, hard to hard to be okay and love somebody who took their positions. It just takes some time to get there, because yeah, you love those folks. But Sam Smith, you're doing a great job, man, and bravo. And the winner of best transfer / loan is Ollie Rathbone. Love this guy. He reminds me a lot of Elliot Lee. He's a scrapper. He's a hustler. He never stops running. He always seems happy, and he doesn't take crap from anybody. I thought he was invaluable. I don't think we definitely don't get second place in League One if Ollie Rathbone is not in the game. We could have made the playoffs maybe without him, but man, we would not have finished where we were without Ollie Rathbone. So good job, Ollie. Looking forward to seeing you in a Wrexham uniform next season as well. All right, y'all. Now we get to more depressing one, which is most impactful player we may never see again. Mind you, I haven't watched any news regarding Wrexham over the last week because I've been up here doing this. And so if something has happened that I don't know about, apologies for these awards being out of date. They were supposed to be last week. So in third place, we have William Boyle, Mr. Will Boyle. I'm not sure if we'll ever see him in a uniform again. He didn't play for so long this season. I don't think we're going to see him again, at least not in a game that has any meaning. Yeah, I thought he did incredibly well when he did play for us. He had that one game 2 seasons ago, last season, whatever you want to call it, where he made that one mistake and everybody got all over him, including me. And then I ate my words and decided, no, he's actually a good player. So hopefully we see him again, but I just don't think it's going to happen. All right. In second place, we have Jacob Mendy. We have too many players at his position now, and I don't think he's strong enough. I just don't think he's strong enough to get there for us. I hope he is. I love Jacob Mendy. I love watching him play. I think he is an animal. But I just don't think he's going to make the cut. We haven't seen him in a while, other than some garbage time minutes. So it'd be sad to see him go. I loved his part of the documentary, but it is what it is. So yeah. And then the most impactful player we may never see again, choice number 1, Ollie Palmer. I think Ollie may have played his last match as a Wrexham player. He was my favorite player for a while. He did his introduction. If y'all can go back and remember this, his introduction to the documentary. It was Rob saying, we need somebody who's going to be huge for us. And that man is Ollie Palmer. And it was very dramatic. And then it shows the highlight of Ollie like celebrating after his first goal for Wrexham. Dude's a beast. And I absolutely loved watching him play the last few years. I think he definitely had a down year. And I think this season, at the beginning of the season, he bounced back and was just really doing well for us. I thought that was going to get him more time on the pitch. But sadly, it did not. We picked up a few transfers, and Ollie fell by the wayside. And that's no fun. It's no fun for us. That's no fun for him. We may or may not have won if he kept playing, but man, it's never easy to watch these players go. it's just, I guess that's just, that's just part of getting promoted. And it's nobody's favorite thing, and it's not what you want to see, but I think that he will not be in a Wrexham uniform in a game that actually matters ever again. So, which is unfortunate as well, because he has his own Wrexham clothing line, and his clothes are awesome. If you haven't checked out his clothing line, Wrexham, WXM, highly recommend. Extremely comfortable. They fit great. He's very good at that. So go check out his clothing line. Yeah, not the cheapest, but neither are Wrexham things from their store. At least not for Americans. It costs a freaking fortune to get all that stuff over here. So yeah, I think we may have seen the last of Ollie Palmer. And it's just, I don't understand why Parky doesn't play a completely different squad during a match that doesn't matter. Our last match, why was Paul Mullen not in the game? Why was Ollie Palmer not in the game? Why was Jacob Mendy, Ryan Barnes, all these players that have given their time, effort, years, lives to Wrexham? I just don't get not playing them, especially the ones that aren't going to be there next season. I don't get that. I don't get that at all. And I'm really not okay with it. I'm just not okay with it. They deserve to be on that field one more time. They deserve to get cheered on for one final match. It would have been one thing if it came down to the final match of us winning or losing, getting promoted or getting to the playoffs, but it wasn't, and they should have all played. So that's I have one gripe with Parky, and that's it. That's the one. All right, y'all. Our final award of the evening, the big award, is the Texan of the Year. Last year, Mr. Elliot Lee was the recipient. Sent him his insanely huge belt buckle. It's about that big. His name on it, Texan of the Year, all of that. And for Molly's Custom Silver, high quality stuff. And yeah, he tweeted about it. It was great, or posted on Instagram about it. It was awesome. And yeah, it's probably the most coveted prize in all sports, I gotta say. Texan of the Year. Who would not want to be Texan of the Year? That'd be nobody. Coming in third place. Actually, for those just listening, a reminder what Texan of the Year exemplifies. It's grit, rebelliousness, loyalty, flair, and the cowboy quality. Now, the cowboy quality, just imagine John Wayne. If you're a Brit or a Welsh person, if you haven't watched any Westerns, if you haven't watched any old Westerns from the 50s, 60s, maybe go do so. Go watch some John Wayne movies. I'm named after character John Wayne played, Big Jake. So just think of that with cowboy quality. Loyalty, it means loyalty to your teammates. So are you going to stick up for them? Are you going to make excuses for them? Or, not make excuses. Are you going to stick up for them? Are you going to make sure they're okay? That kind of thing. Goodness gracious. I don't know if y'all can hear this, but Echo, my dog, is drinking like a gallon of water right now. You had to choose while I was podcasting, huh? Oh my goodness. He's still going. Dude. Wow. Yeah. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but he is just going to town on that water. Oh, no, he's going back in. Oh, wait. Oh. What are you doing, buddy? Hey, bud, come here. You want to see Echo? I don't think y'all can see him. There's Echo. There's good little Echo. Hey, buddy. Hey, bud. Say hi to the folks. Water all over your face. All right, you can go. That's Echo. That's my pup. You can come up, buddy. Echo. Up. Good boy. All right. Texan of the year. Coming in third place with the silver is Stephen Fletcher, our super sub. Absolutely deserving of being on the stage. How many games did he win for us at the end? It had to have been at least 6. I think there were 6 games where if he wasn't playing in the last 10 minutes, we wouldn't have won. He's always there, and he's got the grit. He's got the rebellious attitude. He's got the loyalty. He stands up for everybody. He's got the flair. I mean, you can't argue the flair, and he's got that cowboy quality. So Stephen Fletcher, congrats. Third place in the Texan of the Year awards. Second place is Ollie Rathbone. Ollie Rathbone got the best transfer of the season and was now in the running for Texan of the Year. He again has all of those qualities that I'm looking for Texan of the Year. Absolute beast of a human. Love that dude. Talked about him enough already. He doesn't need more praise. And the Texan of the Year top spot goes to none other than Arthur Okonkwo, our insanely talented goalie, who got 19 clean sheets on the season, played 75% of the matches this season, made saves that an ordinary human could not normally make, and is just an overall delight of a human being, and and beloved now that he signed his full-time contract and he's here for the long haul. He is our goalkeeper for the future, and without him, we absolutely would not have been promoted this season. I fully believe that. I think I don't even think we'd have made it to the playoffs without Arthur Okonkwo. So Arthur Okonkwo is our Texan of the Year. Love that dude. We'll be mocking up your belt buckle and sending it your way very soon. So keep an eye out for that, Arthur, because I know you're watching. All right, y'all. So tomorrow starts Welcome to Wrexham again, season 4. I'm going to do throughout this off season. I'm going to review all of the episodes. I'm going to try to get people on the show similar to the first season, who have been either on the show, a part of the show, film the show, or what have you. Maybe I'll try to get Josue Greco on again, who does the music for the show, because I find the music, just the main theme of the show gets my heart going. It's beautiful. Everything about that show so far has been, not everything, but most things about that show have been absolutely phenomenal. So that will be what is on the docket for the next, what is it going to be, like 10 weeks, 12 weeks? It's crazy that football will start again 12-ish weeks from now. Is that right? May, June, July, August. Football starts again sooner than you think. It will be here very quickly. I'm so excited. I cannot wait. I'm so happy. I have no idea how we're going to do in the championship. I couldn't tell you. I thought we'd do well in League One after watching some of these other teams play. Championship, oof, our offseason moves have, they've got to be killer. We have to sign some folks for sure. Not everybody on our squad is championship material. I think we all know that. It's just hard to accept it. And I'm just looking forward to it. But before that happens, we're going to talk about Welcome to Wrexham, and we'll do that starting next week. So thank you all for watching. Really appreciate y'all tuning in. Next week starts season 4 of this show. This is episode 89. Next week will be episode 90 and the beginning of season 4. Yeah, very, very happy that y'all are still watching, that y'all are listening to some dingus in a van talk about football and Wrexham. Yeah, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Thank y'all for leaving reviews, subscribing, following, sharing, all of the above. It is much appreciated, and looking forward to seeing some of you Wrexham folks in the flesh within the next year. So when our is solidified. But that'll be it for tonight, y'all. Up the town.
Search my soul with all your heart, you're gonna see it. You're gonna see it. And if you knock my soul with all your strength, you're gonna find it. You're gonna find it.